I came across an NFT project the other day that was really different than all the other ones I've been looking at, because recently I've been diving a lot more into the NFT space, and the biggest problem I've seen is that 99% of these projects have no real world value. They're just pictures like JPEGs or PNGs, and long term, in my opinion, if it's just an image, if it's just like a picture of a dog or an ape or a penguin or whatever it is, long term, I don't see people spending tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on all of these different collections, because there's hundreds of them out there. And there's always going to be new art. There's always going to be cool art coming out. I think there's going to be a couple of them that have long-term value. But for the most part, I'm trying to stay away from those because I don't want to have to try to time the market, say, where's the top of the NFT market going to be, where price is going to be the highest. I'd rather invest in a project that has real-world value, that's continuing to grow and expand over time, rather than just relying on someone wanting to spend more money on a picture than I spent. So I stay away from those projects. But anyways, I came across a project the other day that is the first of its kind in the NFT space. There are a number of ways that it creates value, because all you have to do is purchase their first NFT. Then you can use that to mint and hatch a new NFT. And the project anyways I want to talk about today is called Crypto Dragons. This is a collection of 10,000 dragon eggs, and in my opinion, this is like changing the game for the NFT space in general. And what it is, like I said, a collection of 10,000 dragon eggs. And the way it works is right now, you could still buy them for 0.65 ETH. On December 24th, they're going to be having their public sale, which is going to be 1.5 ETH. They only have about 240 left. But so far, they've already sold thousands of these things. The first 500 NFTs which rolled out, first 500 dragon eggs which were sold each for 0.2 ETH. They sold out in a couple seconds. And since then, they've gone on to sell a couple thousand more prior to their public sale date, which is December 24th. Depending on when you're watching this, you might be watching this after. But anyways, so the key thing here first is that a lot of people are going to say that this is pretty expensive. Who's going to be spending thousands of dollars on an NFT when it's first just launching? Because a lot of times when it's first launching, you don't know about long-term value. And the way that I see it is that they've already sold thousands of these in seconds. And this shows that people like what they're doing. People think that this project has some real world value, that has long-term potential, because people aren't going to be dropping, a couple $1,000s on an NFT before it's even launched to the public, like before the public sale date, if they don't think it has real world value. So I think being a little more expensive, in my mind, filters out all of these people that are just throwing in some money just to make a quick profit. I think this makes it that people who are investing in it are really in it for the long term. And so what happens with this project is, like we said, they've already sold hundreds of them, thousands of them. And another thing that I came across before we get into some of the details of how it works is some of their big partners. Because right now, one of their biggest partners is this person, Paul. He is a French soccer player, and this is no means like a joke or some sort of small project, because he has 50 million followers on Instagram, 10 million followers on Twitter. He has Crypto Dragons pinned as his top, post on Twitter. It's been there for a while. You could see on Instagram, his video has 280,000 likes about Crypto Dragons. I mean, having someone like that as a partner is a pretty big deal. Okay, so enough of just the project, why I think it's pretty cool. Let's talk about what exactly it does. Okay. So first thing is there's going to be 10,000 Crypto Dragon eggs that are going to be minted. And right now, the public sale date is the 24th, and this hatching date where your egg turns into another NFT is on December 25th. The thing that sets this project apart from all these other NFT projects out there is that it's the first ever to have blockchain DNA. There are 25 different genes with 16 variations each, 30 different color shades, and essentially they were able to make billions of combinations of this so-called DNA, dragon DNA, using all of these different genes and variations of genes, and that is how they come up with each unique crypto dragon. The key thing here is that these genes are not just characteristics. Like a lot of NFTs have characteristics, and oh, this is what makes it more rare. This is what makes it more rare. Well, not exactly. It doesn't work exactly with Crypto Dragons, because yes, depending on how many genes they have, it could be more rare, less rare. But the thing that really sets this apart is that you're going to be able to breed these dragons to create new dragons. You can play with these dragons in a play to earn, like a metaverse game, compete, win new dragons. And it's much more than just saying, oh, there's these characteristics, because those characteristics could then, those genes could then make you and help you breed new NFTs in the future. But anyways, so the first step is that, you have to have an egg. Once you have an egg, you can hatch your egg to create a dragon, and you'll own 2 NFTs at the same time, the egg and the dragon. So you own both of them. You could sell them if you wanted to. You could buy more if you want to. That's the way it works. You buy 1 egg, then you end up having an egg and a dragon. Then after that, you get either one of 4 different classes of dragons. You get either a common, a rare, epic, or legendary dragon. Each of these are, more or less rare depending on how many characteristics they have. If we look at their white paper, we can see based on the characteristics, I think it's on page 16 or 17. Here it is. You can see based on their characteristics, common crypto dragons have 15 genes, rare have 16 to 19 genes, epic have 20 to 24 genes, and legendary have 25 genes. They are the most unique. And so that's the way that they are ranked in terms of which one's more unique, which one's less unique. So pretty cool to see that by simply buying 1 egg, you're going to be able to then generate a dragon. That dragon can play in a game, and you can use these however you want. Next thing, though, that I want to talk about with this is specifically about their legendary dragons, because they have those 4 different types of dragons, like we said. They have common, rare, epic, legendary. But with legendary dragons, one of these is already sold for, significant amount of money, over $100,000, actually 55 ETH, because the way that these legendary dragons work is all legendary dragon owners are going to get 50% of all breeding earnings from, it's going to be split evenly. So every time someone breeds a dragon, like I told you, you could breed dragons with someone else, with your own dragon, and create another NFT. Every single time that happens in this game, any legendary dragon owners are going to earn profit from that for not doing anything. They earn passive income simply by holding a legendary dragon. So that is why these have gone for, hundreds of thousands of dollars already, because if you believe in this game long term, you think it is a pretty cool idea of being able to compete and breed dragons and, evolving over time, well, then you're going to earn passive income by simply owning a legendary dragon. Last couple things is going to be with this is going to be with how this is going to work in the future, because we've talked about how you get an egg. On hatching day, your egg turns into, you have 2 NFTs now. You'll have an egg and a dragon. We've talked about how they can battle and all these different things, but let's talk about some specific aspects of this game. So with this, it's going to have the first ever blockchain integrated battling arena. And essentially the way that this will work, it's not live just yet, but the way this is going to work, they explain it in their white paper, is that there are going to be 2 participants, each one has their own dragon, and to start the battle, to implement the battle in the dragon's gene pool, there are special parameters that determine how strong each dragon is, which one's going to win, which one's going to lose, which one's stronger than the other one. And the cool thing about this is that the winner either takes the defeated dragon, they win that dragon, which is worth, however much it is at the time. It could be worth thousands of dollars, or they win a certain amount of ETH that is decided before the battle begins. And this is very cool because it's fully transparent. It's on Ethereum's blockchain. You can see all of the different battles that have happened in the past. But this, in my opinion, is really cool because it's a game where your dragon can evolve over, you can breed it over time. You can have an egg, which then hatches and, into another dragon. Pretty cool. So really, I think this game is going to be a pretty big deal long term in the crypto space because you're able to generate passive income over time. They have a game that's going to be implemented. They have it so you can breed your NFTs to create new NFTs. And they've even created their own dragon language, which is pretty cool in itself. And it shows how much time, how much effort, how much money they've put into this entire different project. So I think with the team behind them, with their partners, that one soccer player who has 50 million followers on Instagram, Paul, 10 million followers on Twitter. I think this project is going to be extremely valuable long term because it's like I said, most NFT collections right now are simply PNGs and JPEGs. And long term, in my opinion, those are going to be worth nothing. Like 5-10 years from now, so many of these are not going to be around. The ones that are going to be around long term are the ones that have some sort of real world value, real world utility. And a project like this is already starting to make major moves. It's already getting a lot of traction, and I think it's only going to continue to grow long term. It's pretty obvious by the sales. They sold out their entire second round of 1,000 eggs for 559 ETH in seconds. They sold their first round of 500 eggs for 100 and I think it was 149 ETH in seconds. So seeing these type of numbers really proves any of the thoughts I've had about this project. And it's one of the main reasons I wanted to show it to you guys. I really came across this project on someone else's channel the other day. My financial friend saw a video that he did on this, so I decided, you know what, let's talk about it as well. I think it has a lot of potential. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on this project. I think it's pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.